Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of PDubs Arcade Loft. And on today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we are going to be talking about the iiRCADE arcade machine and all the updates and news and information that came out this week. And we're going to talk about it right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back. Now what's really cool about doing a quick little news flash video like this is I can give you all the stuff without all the fluff. So let's just dive into the facts, the information, and what we know that came out about the iiRCADE arcade machine this week. So taking a peek here, as you'll see on the iiRCADE website, they have updated their website with the new graphic design of their cabinet. And not only that, the week started off with Jong himself went on his particular Facebook page, facebook.com/iiRCADE, and he went ahead and he did demonstration of gameplay on his machine showing off Dead Effect. Now, Dead Effect is a little bit more modern game, and as you can kind of see here on the video, what was a very interesting concept is to play modern games like these first-person shooter games, he's using his left hand to move his character on the left side of the joystick, and he's using his right hand in order to fire the guns to do the analog control for the up down for where you're aiming and all that kind of stuff. The game itself ran pretty smoothly on his stream. As you can, I don't know how it's going to transpose on this particular video, but I'll leave a link in the video description below if you want to go ahead and check out the live play. It did look to be running pretty smooth for a pretty modern game on his hardware. Okay, so that's what we saw on Monday, guys. We saw a pretty cool demonstration of Dead Effect running on this cabinet. After Monday, later on this week, I should say, Jong and Colin Trethaway did another live stream because they're going to be doing these once or twice a week, giving us all kinds of updates on this product up until release date. And on this particular live stream video, they went ahead and they released a lot of information about this particular product. For instance, we have a new cabinet design, and I'm going to be putting up some exclusive pictures here in just a minute that Jong sent me to share. And we found out a lot of cool information. So for instance, he confirmed on the new cabinet design, they're going to have a 19-inch screen, 80-watt speakers confirmed. That was also confirmed in the prior stream. When it came to specs, I believe he said a 2 gigahertz hexa-core CPU with 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage to give them enough power to run some more modern games. Obviously, if you're going to load this thing up with retro games, 64 gigabyte storage, you can end up loading a lot of games. When it comes to more modern games, you might not be able to load as many, but Jong did mention later on that night on the Retro Buzz last night that the system would operate the same way like when you're on your Xbox or your PlayStation and you buy a game, you download it to your system, but let's say you want to play a new game and you delete it. Well, because you still own that game, you could still reinstall that previous game you purchased and go ahead and get that up and running. So that was pretty cool to find out. Let's kind of take a look here at some of the pictures that Jong shared with me showing off the new cabinet design. So for instance, when you take a look here is your new bar top design. Me personally, I'm digging the neon orange. I'm digging the neon blue. In my opinion, I think that looks a lot better than the white and red that they had previously. Let's kind of take a look here from the front. As you can see, they've also redesigned the iiRCADE logo, as well as the speakers, as well as the button layout. You'll notice now that the buttons now have red on one side, black on the other. So now the buttons all match. Before it looked like a Skittles rainbow. And then, of course, here's what the bar top looks like from the side. And then when you stick it on the stand, this is what you're going to see on the stand. That would be the entire machine. So that's looking pretty cool. And then here it is from the front. And let's take a look here from the other side. There's the profile. As you can see, the graphic artwork on the bar top blends right into the base, so that's looking really good. Here's another zoomed in so you can kind of see the red and black buttons. We didn't get to confirm the hardware, so we don't know what exactly brand buttons and sticks are included. Here's a nice picture, nice marketing slick picture of the machine. And then, of course, here is the new redesign on the upper marquee area. Now, this particular cabinet design is obviously really popular overseas. They've been making cabinets in this design overseas for a long time. For the American audience, this is not something that we're used to, arcade cabinets in this particular shape. So although the form factor is still the same as the original design, with the graphic artwork, I personally am digging it a little bit more. It definitely looks a lot better to me this way than it did when it was red and white. So let's go ahead and get that off of there for you. And let's move on to some more information. So do me a favor, guys. Make sure you check out the links in the video description below. You want to follow the iiRCADE, their official corporate Facebook page. You're also going to want to follow and join their iiRCADE community page, as well as the official Facebook fan page to stay up to date on this product. If it's something you're interested in, I'll leave the links in the video description below. So later on, when John was on the RetroBuzz show, when it came to number of games included, so on his previous stream last week, he said 3 to 4 games. And then on one of the streams this week, he said that's not true. It could actually be a different number, but we don't know what. He didn't actually confirm the number of games. Definitely, I'm assuming by the time you're able to place your orders, we're going to know how many games as well as what games are going to be included on this thing when you place your purchase. Also, make sure you check out his appearance on the RetroBuzz show, and make sure you subscribe to Cool Toy, the Tech Buzz, and Glenn's Retro Show. They did a great job interviewing Jong. So he just made the rounds this week. He was all over the place talking about his product, and he's pretty excited about it. When it comes to the pricing, he did confirm. Now, keep in mind, guys, the normal retail price is going to be $5.99 for the bar top, $149 for the base. But he's going to be doing a Kickstarter for early birds to go ahead and get their orders placed. And with the Kickstarter, what he did confirm on the RetroBuzz, as well as on his stream earlier yesterday, that the cabinet itself, when the Kickstarter goes live, the bar top will be $299. The base as well, he confirmed later on that night on the RetroBuzz, would be sold at a discounted price or a bundle price, but he didn't confirm what that would be. He only did confirm that $299 for the bar top will be the Kickstarter price. Now, let's say, for instance, this thing has 3 to 5 games included, $300. I mean, that's what we've been paying for arcade 1-up cabinets. I think we're okay with that. $599, although it might have better hardware than an arcade 1-up. That's a little harder to swallow if there's only a few games included. My best advice to Jong would be, get upwards of 20, 25 games included. You can put just a couple really cool modern games to entice people to purchase more modern games to play on your platform. But then, of course, load it up with a bunch of, you can get 10, 15 really small arcade classic games that people would love to play on this cabinet for the arcade fans out there in the world. But so far, guys, that is what we had for you. That's the information we've confirmed so far. So just to kind of run through everything once again, it will have a 19-inch screen. It will have 80-watt speakers. We did confirm the specs: 64 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 2 gigahertz hexa-core CPU. The number of included games is still up in the air, but we're going to be finding that out, I'm assuming, within the next few weeks as he keeps doing his live streams. When it comes to the pricing, $599 for the bar top, $149 for the base. And then, of course, they're going to do an early bird Kickstarter, $299 for the bar top. The base will also be discounted or included as a bundle package, but we don't know what that's going to be just yet. But overall, guys, that's what we have for you on the iiRCADE product so far. And hope you guys enjoyed the quick update. Encourage you, though, watch the entire show, the RetroBuzz, as well as watch the live streams for iiRCADE. That way you guys can always make the most informed decisions possible if you want to pursue this product. Thanks as always for tuning in and hanging out upstairs with us in PDubs Arcade Loft, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Talk to you soon.